Hello dear students, welcome back to another class of social studies. Let us begin with the remembering the presence of Almighty. So keep learning and keep praying, and it's 50-50. You need to keep the God along with us when we go, when we travel, when we listen, when we sleep. So because this pandemic season, so the blessings of the Almighty is very necessary. So always contact with the God, the Almighty. So we need to wait some more time to get our new vaccine. Okay, once we get it, it's okay. So till then, always pray to Lord. God keep them near hands. So now another lecture, another class, chapter 8, natural resources. So dear students, we will discuss in this chapter we will discuss about the different natural resources as using for as food resources, using as for resource of raw material. Page number 59. Okay, you please take page number 59. And types of resources and columns are given. And the next page, planning and conservation of resources. Then soil formation is very important. Then what about soil? Then types of soil, and you might have learned in 10th standard these types of, this is revision, different types of soils, very important, and all these sections are there. Then different explanations are there, and what are the different types of soils. Then how the soil erosion happens. Then measures to prevent the soil erosion is very important. Soil conservation and remedies of soil conservation, how to conserve the soil erosion. So it's very important, it's very common. Nothing new about it, it's common thing. And resources, there are thousands of elements in the nature, but we call not all of them resources. These elements are totally called the resources. So thousands of elements in the universe, and it's together is called natural resources. Some resources which are using for various food requirements are a main complaint with various resources. Fruits and grown naturally, various crops obtained from through the agriculture, milk and its products, meat obtained through domestic animal, fish, other activities. These all are some natural resources using for our insistent food. Then some resources of raw material. Some is something. Some particular things are using raw material. That is various goods obtained from forest, agro products, wool, metals, avails. These all are using for raw materials. Then energy. Then another thing is types of resources. Resources are classified. The table is given on the following on the basis of ownership, on the basis of re-availability, on the basis of distribution centers. So the column individual resources owned by the individual family, land and buildings, etc. And natural resources, army, international trade, global resources, the resources of common and all things. So read the table carefully. And second table, universal resources such as oxygen and nitrogen. Oxygen and nitrogen are universal resources. Then generally available land, soil and water. And rare resources, minerals like coal, copper, gold. These all are rare. Gold you cannot see everywhere. So particularly gold mines are in South Africa, anywhere. But in India, I don't believe any gold mines in India. Okay, now how the planning and conservation of, again page number 60, planning and conservation of this. And when there is a danger of extinction of life, the human arrangement made for is called conservation. So we need to the human arrangement. One is the first of all gather information about the availability and utility, and the resources which are limited to non-renewable time should be exploited. Attempts should be made to develop those resources, quality of which can be increased, and the resources which are cheaper and are easily available. And those measures which are limited to quantity should be conserved. Necessary to law should be framed, and citizens should be well acquainted with and these all are some measurements taken to the planning, the conservation of these natural resources. Then what is soil formation? Page number 61. Generally the part of surface of the earth wherein vegetable growth is known as soil, and the upper part is known as the soil of the thin layer comprised of various elements surface of the earth. Minerals, humidity, human air are mixed up with in it. Then soil, the uppermost layer, what is called soil? The uppermost layer of the crust of the earth is called soil, and all contain minerals and biotic elements necessary for the growth of the development. So then you come to the types of soil. This is very important. Already we found learned in 9th standard 8 different types of 2 marks question. 2 marks question, you only just write all these 8 points. One is alluvial soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil, mountain soil, forest soil, and marshy and what we call the marshy soil or peaty soil, whatever it may be. Okay, these all are the different, and only each one is explained here. Alluvial soil, this type of soil is spread over 43% of the total area of the land. And second one is red soil. The red soil comprises of 19% of the total land, and is from Tamil Nadu and in peninsular India up to Bundelkhand and the north. And in the red soil, why this name is asked to the name mentioned the red soil? The red soil is red colored due to the presence of ferric oxide. Why the red name is red soil? Because the presence of the ferric oxide. These all are one more question and ferric oxide. The crops like millet, cotton, wheat, jowar, insert groundnut, potato are grown in this particular soil. Then comes the black soil. The black or ragur, दो नहीं में black soil भी बोल सकते हैं, ragur soil, R-E-G-U-R, ragur soil, and is soil covers about 15% of the India. The soil formed due to the spreading of Deccan lava. This soil found in the entire Maharashtra, Western Madhya Pradesh, and in Gujarat, in particular area of Gujarat, or Surat, Bharuch, and Narmada. You can see the black soil. And this soil also lost the capacity of retaining moisture. So the crops like cotton, linseed, mustard, groundnut, and tobacco can cultivate in this soil. Then comes laterite soil. The name laterite is derived from the Latin word later, which means a brick, or its color, red color, is due to the iron oxide. The soil is fertile, but cotton, paddy, ragi, sugarcane, tea, coffee, cashew, etc. can grow after using the fertilization. Then come desert soil. This type of soil is seen in the area of the climate is arid or semi-arid. The soil is sandy and infertile. And in Gujarat, this type of soil is found in Kutch region. What is called a desert soil? You know, we are in the Kutch desert. Then comes the mountain soil. This type of soil is found in the valley and slopy regions of Himalayas. Then 71 is forest soil. Okay, jungly. This type of soil is found in the altitude between 3000 meters to 3000. The soil is found this type of soil is found in a limited area. And last one is marshy and peaty soil. This type of soil develops the human region due to the accumulation of the biotic elements. Okay. Then page number, please come to page number 64. What is soil erosion? Soil erosion. Erosion means the transportation of land particles from a place to another with the help of moving air, water. So with the help of moving air. So now this rainy season, you can see along with the water, the particles, soil particles are moving, taken away from one place to another. So that process is known as soil erosion. And the message to prevent the soil erosion: control the grazing activity on the land. Ghas zyada rakho. Message to prevent the soil erosion: ghas zyada rakho. Plantation should be carried and plant trees to fallow land, and construct check dams where there are streams. Cultivate very deeply in the field and reduce the speed of the water. So these are the processes. Now, soil conservation. To preserve, soil conservation means to prevent the soil erosion and remain in equality. We need to prevent the soil erosion. And बारिश हो गया तो सब अपना जमीन में जो सब elements लेकर जाना था आप रुकने का नहीं. So we need to prevent the soil erosion. What remedy should be given? So and what we need to do, soil conservation is directly connected to the retain the soil particles of the other organic waste. So the remedies to conserve the soil erosion: what is the roots of the trees in forest cover hold up the soil particles. The plant trees in the rivers, gorges, and on mountain slope. We need to plant more trees on the mountain ranges. A series of trees should be grown near a desert region to prevent the wind with the velocity the river flow should be controlled, and everything, the flow should be reversed, and the uninstructed pasturing lesser soil layer mountains and should be prevented. So these all are the remedies to conserve the soil erosion. And also these pictures are given methods of soil conservation. First one is surface run out of water, the slopey surface flows water and suddenly, and water harvesting the terrace side, more water can be stored there, and here water accumulated on the terrace percolates slowly and raises the ground water level. So how the slopey the converting into the water conservation land. This picture can tell everything. And here also terraced farms and horizontal cultivation. So see, the different layers are there. So the water is coming moving very slowly from top to the down. So you can conserve the water. You can get into when water comes very slowly on ground, and it gets into the water, and our water level. Interior region, the water level, underground water level will be automatically increasing. So that is the method to conserve the energy. So these all are the important points. Once again, I will tell you the important main things are types of resources, and also planning and the important. These all are the important points, things to remember. One is planning and conserve resources, and the different points are again memorized. And what is soil formation, very important. What is soil? The upper part of the uppermost layer is called the soil. The types of soil is very important, and 2 mark question also important. 8 types are there, and also each one is explained as short notes. Short notes में direct what is alluvial soil, what is red soil, ये short note में आएगा. तो इसमें भी आपको तैयार रहने का है. What is black soil, and और इसमें different soil, which are the crops cultivating in black soil and red soil. These all are very important. So when you read and read between the lines. And another thing, soil erosion, then measures. This is very important. Measures to prevent the soil erosion. All these points, and remedies to conserve the soil erosion. So these all are the important from this chapter. So dear students, you can conclude here and read very well. Read the textbook. Read between the lines. Always I used to say, read between the lines. When you read, and every thinking and every सोच समझ सब आप दूर रखना है. Only you need to concentrate on your textbook. So that is what we call the read between the lines. Okay, so then if you are concentrating on reading, then can appear the examination very well. So okay, we'll see you next class. Until then, bye bye.